Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how you can get Windows 7 on your Mac using Parallel Desktop. For starters, you're going to need two things. You're going to need Parallel Desktop, which costs $69.99 as far as I know. You're going to have to download it from their website. Parallel Desktop, run Windows on Mac. Just show you it very quickly. So you're going to go to download Parallel Desktop 9 for Mac, and it's $64.99. And then you're going to need a copy of Windows 7 ISO, which can be downloaded anyway. So Windows 7 ISO, I'd go for a 32-bit version because you are using your Mac in the background, so you can download it from Microsoft website. Just Google it, Windows 7 ISO 32-bit. That should be fine. So once you've downloaded all of that, go and open up Parallel Desktops. Then you have a new virtual machine. Click on Install Windows or another OS from a DVD or image file. Then operating system found, it will find it that I've downloaded it there. So I'm just going to press continue. If you want to locate it manually, locate it, and then it will locate it by hand automatically. So continue. This version requires a product key, so I'm just going to untick it now because I will activate it later when I buy a product key. So how do you want your Windows programs to work? Like a Mac, like a PC. So like a Mac will let Windows programs appear without the Windows desktop, keep my documents, music and pictures together and available to Windows and Mac applications. Like a PC, keep the Windows desktop and programs together in one Windows, but let me drag and drop objects and cut and paste text between Windows and Mac. So I'm going to choose like a PC for now. Press continue. I'm going to call Windows 7, and where am I going to save it in C, blah blah blah. So continue. Virtual machine creation, please wait, fine. Now it's going to load. Windows is loading files. Now we're going to run through the installation process of Windows 7 on Parallel Desktop. So this is exactly like a PC. Now the ISO file is like a disk put into the computer and it is loading up through there. So now we are starting Windows. Please note this is not starting it, this is just the installation part. So we're going to now wait for it to start Windows. Remember, you will need a product key to activate it. After 30 days, it will then not work. It will stop working. Remember, you can download the trial version of Parallel Desktops. Just, I don't know what the specs are of it is. So I can just see, as you can see, I drag my mouse in and out. You might have to click into it. I can make it full screen. So we can give it a minute. I have lots going in the background. You can assign certain specs to it. I will show you afterwards how. So setup is starting. Choose away. As you can see, it has made a Windows 7 icon on my desktop too, so I can launch it afterwards from there. So I'm going to do Windows 7 Starter because Windows 7 Starter can only be a 32-bit version, and it needs at least 1 GB of RAM. Just that's it. You can do Windows 7 Home Basic, Home Premium, Professional, Ultimate. They're all 32-bit versions. Times 86 or x86, whatever you want to call it, means 32-bit. x64 does mean 64-bit. So I'm going to do Windows 7 Starter next. Now it will be copying Windows files. It will expand Windows files, installing features, install updates, and completing installation. So once that is done, we shall come back. It just shouldn't take too long, so I'll just give it a second or two. Fine, so this will take maybe a few minutes. I will come back and we will carry on once it is finished. So we are back. Now it will restart. So it should automatically restart. So now it's going to try boot for the first time. Starting Windows. Now, like wireless, if I'm connected on my Mac, through my Mac, it should automatically connect already through the Windows. But it should have automatically ejected the ISO file. If not, I will have to show you how to eject it. So let's see. Starting Windows. Fine, so now this is going to start Windows for the very first time. So now we are completing installation. View, virtual machine, replace with Windows. Alright. Right, so it is still completing the installation. Once it is installed, I think we should be able to put it into full screen, but we will find out. Okay. Remember that you still need high specs to run your Mac, so do not give your virtual machine too much in the background, as in like 1 gig RAM. If you give it more, your Mac may not be capable of running smoothly, as you can see. If I press on my Chrome, I can see it loading a bit slower already as it is. And I'm using on my Mac, a Core i5, 4GB of RAM, so I would actually only want to give this 1 gig or 1.5 gig max. But yeah, so now we're just completing. Let's wait for it to complete. It shouldn't take too long. So now it's just getting my display settings optimized. Okay, let's give it another minute. If not, then we'll just come back to it. Okay, as you can see, it's going quite quickly. Right, so setup will continue after restarting your computer. So now we just have to wait for the computer to restart. Alright, it has already restarted. So we're starting Windows again. Remote Windows 7 starter 32-bit. Okay. Setup and prepare your computer for first time use. So if you are to reinstall Windows on any random computer, but not virtual machine properly, this will definitely first of all happen. So it's doing all the necessary checks needed. Alright, so Windows 7 starter, welcome. For some reason it is not letting me make it on full screen, but that just might be a setting. So if I were to go to virtual machine and I press configure, you can see I've only given it 1 gig of RAM. So let's do translation, share, full screen, use macOS X full screen. So untick that. And now we should be able to use full screen. But we'll probably have to restart virtual machine because it will not take effect until then. So configure full screen. Open full screen, exit full screen will be irrelevant. Fine, so playing the desktop. Remember, I still have to activate it. This will take another second or two, shouldn't take too long now. Alright, so it has come full screen as you can see. So yeah, full screen. So to switch from full screen, Control Command F, or I could just go to a corner there. But that is my hot corner as well. So don't change. Okay, fine. So my Windows 7 is about to finish loading up. Might not have been the best thing to set up Windows 7 there. So let's just do very quickly beforehand, configure. Full screen will be that side. Okay, so we are ready. As you can hear, the sound is working. Okay, so I've done a force restart very quickly for updates probably. It shouldn't take very long, it should take another probably 3 or 4 seconds, but that's it. If you really want, you can just do it any way you really want. You can close it like that, it suspends it. So suspending, fine, so now it should just start, click to resume. Still checking that from before. Okay. Fine, so now it's just rebooting again. Taking another probably 10 seconds. So if you want to count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So Control Command F will make it go off the screen. Okay, we are ready. Please wait. Still video second. Right there, as you can see, it does. On the screen, I have no Mac dock at the bottom, no Mac at the top. It looks very Windows-like, unless I want to go through that exit full screen. All I have to do is press on it, and it'll go to full screen. So let's go back to full screen, and we can look at it. So it took so long, it's just the first time touchable window. Alright, so we are on. So as you can see, just give it a second to stop turning. Let's see how quick this takes. I'm going to put in my folder. And yes, it is pretty quick. I'm going to now search for my, so I'm just going to do the home network. This is recognizing it thinks it's on a LAN, local area network, because I do have a, so before we start, I'm going to press command button, acting as my start button. Start R, D, X, D, I, A, G. I will show you the specs, what it thinks it has. So 1 gig of RAM, Intel Core i5, 1.7 GHz, which is very good for Windows 7. So I'm just going to go to my computer very quickly. Yeah. You can see it's working okay. I have access to my folders, so if I press on home, I should be able to access my desktop over here, which is on my desktop on my Mac. Yes. If I plug in a USB, it should now work. So it asked me would I choose it in my Mac or Windows 7, so it'll only come up when you're on Parallel Desktop. If it's not on Parallel Desktop, it will just appear on your Mac like normal. So my computer. Let's have a USB that's popping up. As you can see, it is taking a bit of a second. But is installing device driver software. In theory, I can give this 1 gig of RAM, and there shouldn't be a problem. So installed, ready to use, fine. So it does seem to be working okay. It's working, I'll do seconds in there. Give it a second. And it should have my USB. So it has found my network, shows my network, and some reason I haven't got the USB yet, so I just unplug it and plug it back in. So it just comes now after I unplug it, which is weird. So we have plugged it in again. So Windows 7. You can see it's got 63.6 GB available, which is how much is available actually on my Mac right now. And it's just something on my USB, which I don't think so, but yeah, so there we are, my USB has been found. I can open folders to view files, I can drag stuff onto my desktop, as you can see. But that is it. So next, in our next video, we will be reviewing it, the operating system, with a bit maybe of a higher spec. And yeah, so please look out for that. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Have a good day.